Greyman is supported by Patreon. Donate now and receive special early access.
Hello everybody, I am the Greyman and welcome back to Dream Daddy. Just had a surprisingly successful drunken date with Gruff Dad, which kind of surprised me because I legitimately fucked up in a couple of areas right there. So we've had Gruff, time to have not so gruff with Joseph. Wait, how do you hang out with a priest? I don't go to church. Should I be Jesus-y? I imagine Joseph's family staring at me as I fumble through some sort of prayer attempt. Maybe not too Jesus-y, light smattering of Jesus. Maybe just a J. Will he want me to pray? Is he going to pray at me? Do I have to pray at him? Am I gonna have to pray just to make it today? Talking to Joseph, huh? Yeah! Manda, how many times have I told you not to sneak up on me like that? I selectively ignore it every time you do, Pops. Manda looks over my shoulder at the screen. Joseph can't read your mind, you know. If you want to talk, just message him. Everybody knows that only Presbyterians can read your mind anyway, so don't worry about it. But I've never been friends with a priest before. What do I talk about? My favorite Bible passages? Ice cream socials? Khakis? First of all, he's a youth minister with a tattoo, not a priest. There's a difference?
Aww.
You're overthinking it, Dad. Just put it like this. Hello, neighbor. Thanks again for the invite to the barbecue. I'd love to hang out soon if you're not too busy. Isn't that a little too business casual? Or bizcaz? Fine, fine. Give me the keyboard. I got this. Manda focuses on the keys. She stares them down and they stare right back, staring into the key abyss. The smiley is a nice touch. Almost immediately, I receive a response. What'd he say? Huh, that wasn't so bad. Uses a lot of exclamation points. Also, God, this really is a dad simulator. He signs the text exactly like my dad does. Jesus. Literally! I'm willing to let it slide this time.
Oh.
I respond back. Gruh. Oh. Maybe not. Promise you won't sneak up on me anymore. Amanda stares at me, unblinking. I don't make promises I can't keep. Real to a fault, Pops. And Dad, please don't be weird about the religion thing. Me? Weird? Never. I make the short walk over to Joseph's place. Don't be weird, Gray. Oh, why start now? But what if they hang up a bunch of crosses or collect those little porcelain babies? What if they're all praying? Do they pray before dinner? During dinner? Over the porcelain babies? The door begins to creak open, a shadowy figure obscured on the other side. It's Jesus, he's pissed! The door opens up the rest of the way. It's Joseph Eldest. What's his name? Hey. Hey, Christian? It's Chris. Chris, right. Hi again, I'm Gray. I know what your name is. Oh yeah, we met at the barbecue. How's the, Please don't say it. Jesus? Chris blinks slowly. Maybe he didn't hear that. You're weird. Finally, we agree on something. Is your dad... Before I finish, Chris walks into the adjacent room, leaving me in the front open doorway. Oh, this is a great first impression. For a moment, I wonder if I should just go in, further subjecting Joseph's family to my winning attitude and artful charisma. Mercifully, Joseph, I can't talk. Joseph peeks his head around the corner. Gray, you made it! Joseph approaches with his arms wide. His arm wide open! I'm glad you could come by! Are you ready to begin? Joseph leads me into a bright, spacious home full of nautical knickknacks. This isn't what I imagined at all. It's actually pretty charming. Oh, yeah. I believe you met Chris, who left you outside. Chris? Are you going to apologize? All right. Sorry. I try to make eye contact with Chris, but he keeps looking away. He must be really shy. It's all right. Next time, just be a little more inviting to our guests, okay? Sure. Chris seems to relish the chance to escape the conversation and quickly vanishes into his room. Joseph turns to me apologetically. Don't take it personally. Chris likes to keep to himself. I mean, he didn't start off on the best foot in the world, plus being the eldest in a big family can't be easy. We try to cut him a little slack where we can. Oh god, not you two again! Please, no! Please, I want to keep my soul. I'm very attached to it. Oh. Hello, Father. Hello, Gray. Won't you come play with us? Kids, come on, dial it back on the creepy twin shtick. Never, Father, it's kind of our thing. Creepy twin shtick? Oh, you know what? Fuck it. In for a penny, in for a pound. Can you two say, come play with us, Danny? Oh, no. The twins stare in unblinking unison. Come play with us, Danny. Forever and ever and ever. Joseph covers his mouth and looks away, but clearly he's holding back a big laugh. This is it. This is my Dad World Series. Help us, Mothra! Please help us, Mothra. No, I can't take it. Joseph is trying his best not to break in front of his kids. The twins seem to be catching on and look eager to bust their dad, but can we keep it up? Go for creepy. Now say, they all float down here. They all float down here, Father. Joseph can't take it anymore. Despite his quiet protestations, he's laughing pretty hard into his hand, and the kids giggle with him. The twins, obviously pleased with a new arsenal of spooky weapons, leave the room to terrorize the rest of the community. My work here is done. I'm gonna be hearing those lines for weeks. Next time we hang out, I'll try to teach them some lines from The Thing. Joseph, I'd like to come back inside. I don't even know how to do a Wilford Brimley impression. Diabetes? Sorry. Alright, so it looks like we got a bit of a troublemaker on our hands. You think you can try out a trouble at, Alright, so it looks like we got a bit of a troublemaker on our hands. You think you could out-trouble a career pro? I don't know about that. I'm suddenly interrupted by a loud crash from the kitchen. Oh god, what now? That doesn't sound good. Christy? No one responds. Joseph furrows his brow and motions for me to stay where I am. Wait here a minute. Joseph rushes into the kitchen. I remember this with Amanda. Half of fatherhood is trying to keep your kids from finding creative ways to kill themselves, and he's got 4. Talk about worry. I take a seat on his surprisingly pristine couch and twiddle my thumbs. It's a pretty sturdy wooden bookshelf. Looks handmade. Did Joseph build this? There's a big stack of what looks like travel magazines. Hyenas of the Serengeti, The Underwater Mysteries of the Antarctic, and on and on. Seems like Joseph really likes a good adventure. Unless this is a Mary thing, who knows. Next to them are a couple of different Bibles. Looks like he's covering all the Bible bases. King James, New American Standard, the Bible for teens. He's a cool youth minister after all. On a higher shelf there are a bunch of old romance novels. Judging by the wine stains, these must be Mary's. The newest one looks like Hot Body Johnson, Sex Detective. Or Sextective. The 8th installment in... Wait, is this a series? Okay, quick note on the Bible for teens. So this is a completely true story. When I got out of college, I actually worked at a textbook warehouse for a summer, and they actually had a Bible there. And I'm gonna put this up just to show that it's real. It's called the Bible for Teen Girls, and every single footnote was in hot pink, and every single passage had a hot pink footnote talking about how a passage of the Bible could relate to the life of a teenage girl. And it was all about boys for some reason. Like, you could take frickin' Leviticus, Exodus, Book of Revelations, and they would relate it to boys somehow, as if that's all teen girls think about. It was just really weird. Head into the kitchen. It's been a while. I should go to the kitchen. I walk into the kitchen to find Joseph holding Christy in one arm. She seems a lot calmer than she was a minute ago. I raise an eyebrow at Joseph. The twins are a lot more manageable when they're separated. Christy dips a spoon into the brownie batter and gives it a taste. Dad, it's too sweet. You're too sweet. No, I'm not. You're so sweet we might have to water you down with spiders. I'm so sweet I gave diabetes to Mr. Brimley, who's doing a terrible impression right now. Joseph begins tickling Christy with his free hand. Between the laughing and squirming, I don't know how he got a hold of her, but that girl is locked in place. The man is a professional child wrangler. Christy fixes me with her best puppy dog eyes. Save me from the spiders! Ooh. Spoon duel the Spider King. I grab a wooden spoon and point it in Joseph's direction. Unhand her, foul beast! Okay, Gray the Valiant, let's see what you got. You may have defeated me at Tarantula Ridge, but now I will have the upper hand. Joseph gently puts Christy down behind him. Have you come to squash me, knight, or have you merely fallen into my web? I'm no mere fly, Spider King. Now on guard! For a minute or so, Joseph and I mock duel with the two dumbest-looking spoons in the room. How does one have a dumb-looking spoon, necessarily? Eventually, I strike a killing blow in the invisible heart between his arm and body, and Joseph recoils in horror. Blast it! I am defeated. You can never best me, Spider King, for I have the power of... I sneak a taste from the brownie batter. The magic... Oh man, that is way too sweet. My hero! Christy hugs my leg before making a surprisingly fast exit. Hey, wait, do you want to bake brownies with us? Christy hesitates, then shakes her head no again. Sparkle Pony. Sparkle Pony? Joseph looks confused. You don't want to bake with Dad now? Do you want to play with Sparkle Pony? Yes. Okay, go. Before Joseph can even finish his sentence, Christy is out the door and down the hall. Joseph sighs deeply as he stares into the chocolate batter. He tastes it again, his face twisting. And that is still way too sweet. So what made that crash? Egg beaters on linoleum floor. It's my new techno single. Still haven't thought of a B-side. Now we're both looking into the batter. It's got a sickly sheen of sugar and chocolate candies throughout, and I have a feeling Christy had something to do with it. We need a fresh start. Let's start this game over again. Bye! Nah, just kidding. Oh, yeah, like I said, I'm not really a baker, but... Don't even sweat it. The bag came from instructions that have mysteriously vanished along with my daughter, so we'll probably be fine. Yeah, probably. He certainly looks confident. Alright, Gray, you've baked a cake from a box before. Once. How hard could this be? Now grab a spoon and get ready to rock. Mario Batali, save me! Joseph and I set to work, cracking the eggs and mixing the things, and then pouring the things according to how we assumed the back of the box would tell us to. Things go according to plan, and soon enough we have a solid batch of brownies. All we need to do now is just add Max Dang Kush. Wow, Gray, way to use those dead skills. I bet you've baked a few box mixes in your time. His nose. Joseph. All we have to do is bring these to a bake sale, and voila, duty done. Now help me find Christy. Keep your eye out for a pony that sparkles. Joseph, hold still. What? Thumb in position, and got it. Joseph's eye goes wide as I gently wipe the chocolate off of his nose. Is he blushing? Oh, thanks. No problem. In less than a second, I've licked the batter off my finger. It's really good batter. I love licking Joseph's batter. Joseph quickly composes himself. He composes an aria in tribute of his love to me. Alright, she can't be far. You take the delta position and I'll watch your six. Do you even know what that means? Alpha Tango Sparkle, Roger Roger. Joseph starts making his way down the hall and calls back to me. Take the brownies and the rest of the stuff I baked earlier today while I get Christy. We'll meet you out by the car. Joseph, Christy, and I arrive at the church parking lot to find fold-out tables and pop-up tents already set up. Looks like the bake sale is already in full swing. Whoa, this place is packed. Is this considered packed? There are a few people milling about. Must be a value pack. Or maybe a rat pack, I'm not sure yet. If you can count a city's population on your fingers and toes, this count is packed. Point taken. Christy rocks out of the car and into the lot. Is she running on jet fuel? I want to sell brownies! Okay, let's get set up. I want to see Mom! Mom! Christy zips off immediately. Joseph seems unconcerned. Christy immediately gets a contact high from all of the alcohol that Mary has ingested up until this point. Does she always run that fast? Yeah, and I can only catch her half the time. These knees aren't what they used to be. I remember when Amanda was her age, I couldn't get her to sit still for 5 seconds. Yep, great age to deal with. While Christy's gone, Joseph and I arrange all of our baked goods on the table and we settle in. So, are we allowed to eat any of our own goods? Look, if I don't see nothing, I don't say nothing. The man upstairs has strong feelings about snitches. And lo, the Lord said unto them, verily, bitches get the stitches. Does he actually? Joseph shrugs. He eats a brownie. It looks like some of the other stalls are selling drinks, little handmade crafts, and other sweets. Whoa, someone brought a soft-serve ice cream machine. I gestured to it. How are we supposed to compete with that? Oh, please, this isn't my first time to the rodeo. The bake sale rodeo. The brodeo. There's actually no rodeo here. It's just a bake sale. I think you and I put together I think you and I put together can make one pretty convincing argument for these brownies, don't you? Okay, he liked that. Good. Joseph gives me a reassuring pat on the shoulder. If you bake it, they will come. It's not long before we have our first customers. Okay, I am sincerely trying to cut back with the pot jokes concerning Matt, but come on, he's making a beeline for the brownies. What can I say? Hey, dude. Hiya. Matt, Carmencita. Great to see you guys out here. Happy to support a good cause. Plus, you know, as the owner and proprietor of the Coffee Spoon, an establishment that specializes in baked goods, I have to scope out the competition. Joseph leans close to me. This guy knows his stuff. Stay on your toes. So what recipe did you use for these brownies? Don't say you used the box recipe. Don't say you used the box recipe. We improvised. I just let the baking spirit move through me, you know? A little bit of flour here, a pinch of salt there. It's sort of like interpretive dance, but with cooking. Interpretive cooking, yes. You can never make the same thing twice. Every batch is special. There will never be another batch of brownies with the exact flavor sensation that these have right here. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, Matt. All right, we'll take 2. Actually, we'll take 3. I ring them up and high-five Joseph as our happy customers walk away. See? Not so hard. Yeah, I'm hot off the good feelings from the last sale. Who's next? We sell brownies to a bunch of people I don't recognize, but who clearly know Joseph. Eventually another familiar face pops up. Gray! You! Close enough. Can we interest you in any of our fine sweets and treats? You sure can. I bet I could eat 10 brownies. Must resist urge to be competitive. Must resist the urge to crush him under my heel! I will not let him defeat me. They used to call me Brian a Hollow Legs Harding back when I was in the competitive circuit. Think you could go brownie for brownie with me? 12 brownies. I regret nothing. Brian and I stare at each other down. You're right. I'll just take one for myself and one for Daisy here. Coming right up. You guys suited for youth group movie night, Daisy? Yeah, what's the movie? It's a surprise. We're gonna be watching a Serbian film. Hope you enjoy it. It's the Fast and the Furious. Really? If you think about it, there's some heavy religious undertones. Joseph hands a baggie to Daisy. I made sure to give you guys the edges. Those are some edgy brownies. Our 2 customers walk off with their purchases. Joseph and I survey our stock. These are selling pretty hot. At this rate, we'll have enough money to pay for a new paint job on the church pews in no time. Wait, what happened to the pews? Ernest spray painted his rapper alias onto them. Young Steinbeck. I would have gone for Young Man in the Sea, but I can respect that. Speaking in ministerial terms, Ernest is hard to reach. In father terms, Ernest is kind of a turd. Being a cool youth minister seems like a lot of work. It is, but it's worth it. Although, sometimes I wish I were a fish. Never mind. It's kind of silly, but... Do you ever wish you could just drop everything and go lounge around on a beach somewhere in the tropics, drink fruity blended beverages, fall asleep on a hammock, you know, basically live out a Jimmy Buffett song? No, I never wish that at all. In fact, I wish there was a firebombing on the place they have all the master recordings of Jimmy Buffett songs. My dream is to live in Margaritaville. Ugh, God, me. I thought you and me had stuff in common. We make a couple more sales with some church patrons. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Off in the distance, I spot my old buddy Craig. He's gonna be a hard sell. Craig's a fitness man. I think he comes to these bake sales to test himself, to see if he has the resolve to refuse processed sugar. Are you sure you're ready for this? We go way back. I got this. Craig jogs up to our table with Briar and Hazel in tow. They're each finishing an ice cream cone, so it's unlikely we're gonna sell them brownies, too. Probably won't be able to sell to the baby. She's impossible to read. Finally, you and me agree on something, me. All comes down to Craig. Hi, Uncle Joseph. Hi, Amanda's dad. Would you two be interested in some of our delicious homemade brownies? I don't know. This is gonna be a tricky one. Remember that one time? Remember that time you ate those brownies? Hey, Craig, remember when we were freshmen? Remember how our next door neighbors pranked us by switching our laundry detergent with dish soap and how the washing machine exploded with suds? And then we decided to get back at them by baking brownies for them, but sprinkling high-intensity hot sauce into the mix, and then we watched them cry after eating it? Ha! I would feel bad, but we had to clean up the laundry room ourselves. Anyway, these brownies are like that, but without the hot sauce. Maybe you should get one more, for old time's sake. Craig thinks for a second. Well, the girls just won a game. You know what? We'll take one for each of us. Even River? I'll eat hers. You got yourself a deal. The day winds down and we're pretty much out of items to sell. Everybody starts packing up. Christy eventually comes back and immediately falls asleep in Joseph's folding chair. Box mix, huh?
Come on.
Mary saunters up to us. She looks like she'd rather be anywhere else than here. Oh, hi, honey. Yep, they're selling like hotcakes, which is... Actually, they're just brownies. I'm surprised a vampire like her is out in the daylight. And boring. And safe. Hey, Mary. Surprising to see you sober. What's the rookie doing here? I was just hoping to introduce Gray to the rest of the community. Uh-huh. You get a load of this freak show? Weird folk is all. Holier than thou types.
Hey.
You literally have a cross on right now. I'm surprised that cross hasn't burned through your flesh yet, right, ya harpy? You know what? They are nice people. I'm going to compliment them. They all seem like they're really excited to help out the church. That's pretty cool, I guess. Mary, can we talk about this later? Oh, am I embarrassing you in front of your new friend? Joseph doesn't respond. He's trying his hardest to keep his cool. Can we please talk about this later? Sure thing, honey bear. Mary turns her attention to me. Hand over the cash.
Hey.
Jesus, I'm not trying to rob you. I'm in charge of the funds here. Satin-lined coffins don't pay for themselves. I hand over the cash we've made. It feels like a hefty wad, if I may say so myself. Yeah, I'll bet it does. Now give me your wallet. What? Give me your wallet. You think this church is gonna fix itself? Mary.
Hey.
I'm kidding. Sorry, I'll work on the whole pretending to be happy thing. Yeah, clearly you need work on that. Mary leans in and whispers to me. He's really good at it. Mary walks off without saying goodbye. Yeesh. I'm really sorry about that. Give him a brownie. This brownie will alleviate the situation. I take a brownie and split it in half, offering it to Joseph. He takes it. We eat. How's that feel? Better. I drop Joseph off in front of his house. A small yawn sneaks out of me. Looks like I tuckered you out, huh? I'm a sleepy dad. I think I might be finally crashing from all the sugar. I won't keep you up then. Thanks for helping out today. Happy to do it. Also happy to eat brownies. Well, next time I promise we'll do something a bit more exciting and a bit less free labor. And I'm very sorry about the whole thing with Mary. You shouldn't have had to see that. It's fine, really. I know, but first hangout domestic problems aren't a good look. You barely know me. Let me make it up to you next time. It won't be Margaritaville, but we'll do something fun. Anything that's not Margaritaville, I am completely fine with. Oh, and one last thing. Joseph tosses a cling-wrapped brownie through the window. It hits me in the face, but I'm able to catch it. It's the last one. You earned it. Joseph, please don't leave me alone with this brownie. Nope, too late. I'm already walking away. Bye! Joseph walks up to his home. He waves at me before carrying Christy inside. Well, looks like it's just you and me, brownie. Oh, I'm eating that brownie now. I force the brownie down my gullet, knowing full well this may be my undoing. I will feel this later. No regrets. I step inside to find Amanda doing homework on the couch. Hey, Father Unit. Hi, child that I'm required by law to care for. How's homework? It's really fun and educational. How long have you known me for? Right. How was the bake sale? Good. I think I really could have made a good life for myself as a brownie salesman. Glad to hear it. So what? Were there any extra brownies, or did you maybe sneak one, or... Sorry, kiddo. No dice. I feel immediate shame for scarfing down that last brownie. No, I do not. Actually, I don't know if it's shame or just nausea from all the brownie, but it could be both. Nope, it's just definitely one of them. I feel no shame whatsoever. That's okay. Hey, if you're not going to bed anytime soon, would you be game for some real shark hunters of Orange County? I thought that last hunter got eaten by a shark. And I got an S rank on that. Awesome. Praise the Lord. Thanks you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.